Well, today is just another day. We don't know what we'll see, but it'll be interesting, and a lot will be beautiful. I won't stop today, probably, to paint, or even draw, or even take pictures, because I'm moving. Today's a day for traveling. Well, it's like we've just come into Vietnam without having brought my passport. And I suppose I can get by in my English here. It's wonderful, the signs, the colors. Incredible. All right. Look at the colors on that. The blue, I've never seen that. The wonderful color combination, the subtleties, and the shapes and the textures on that back of those crabs. And the orange. I wouldn't have thought of putting those colors together. And the bubbles. Incredible. Fresh crabs. Pull these out. Man, oh man. What a wonder of nature. Straight from Mars. And the colors in this, I've never seen this green. Look at this color. I've never seen that color on a clam. Now, of course, I'm not from Vietnam. They probably see this all the time. I hope they wonder at it. What do we have here? Sugar cane, the little boy looking at it saying, oh, can I have some sugar cane? Look at it, and it's coming out. What is this? It's making something to drink? Is this something to drink?
Yes, it's sugar cane juice.
Sugar cane juice, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
And it's just like drinking sugar.
Yes.
And is it wonderful?
It tastes good.
I've never seen it. I'm going to get some.
Try it.
I will. And do they have, are you from Vietnam?
Yes, I'm Vietnamese.
And do they have these in Vietnam?
Yes, they do.
So it's popular there.
Very popular.
And of course, that's where they're growing the sugar cane.
Right.
Here, where they have to import it, I suppose, from
Right.
someplace.
So how is it?
This is wonderful. This is juice.
What's it like?
Well, it's, I would think that sugar cane juice would be all sugar and just sort of get kind of almost to gag, to gag. But it is very mellow, actually. And it's got a natural sweetness. It's really quite nice. I wish I could get this every day. Beautiful. Oh, man. And then here, look at these flowers. Look at this. They're beautiful. The stalks. These are complements. Of course, the red and green are complementary colors, and they always go so beautifully together. But the pattern that those things make, it's kind of a forest of flowers. And you know, you get that free just walking by here. I didn't have to pay anybody for this. Excuse me. Oh, man. Hi. This is so wonderful. What are these? What are these?
Jackfruit.
Jackfruit. And how do you eat them?
You cut this piece. This is the core.
Yep.
And then you cut it, and then inside is all fruit. This is the fruit part.
Oh, yeah.
And then you would cut it out.
Yeah.
And you eat it.
And just like this raw.
It's raw.
Yeah.
This is a very exotic fruit.
But look at this. Looks like an armadillo.
Yeah.
Armadillo skin. Very rough on the outside, protecting itself from whatever. And on the inside, very tender. It's like a design in a kind of a children's classroom. So let's all get our yellow crayons out and make something. Start it with a circle. And you come out, and the best ones would look like this.
Right. Yeah, typically.
Yeah, right. You put them up on the wall.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, if I were to paint a picture from what we saw today, there was a child that I saw that I don't think we got. I don't think we were thinking about it. It was moving by so fast, and I was mainly looking down at the top view because I was 10,000 feet up overhead. But I thought, oh boy, that would like to get that one. It doesn't do them justice for their beauty, but it's a kind of an interpretation of a couple of children just in a moment in time, not self-aware at all, just thinking about getting that sugar cane drink and going on with life. But those are the kinds of things I like to paint, just a moment, just a moment. They're both looking, and whatever, and a moment later they were gone. That's just how it is. And then we went down the street and we looked at, we went in kind of a store that was selling fruit, and I saw some fruit that I'd never seen before. We talked about this piece, well, it was a jackfruit, big piece, looks like a watermelon in size, only a watermelon with a pox. kind of a real rough on the outside. You break it open, and I said, it looked like a children's design. If you gave children a bunch of poster paint and said, paint a jackfruit, that's what it would look like. And so I just did my own version of that. It was kind of fun. There's another piece I spent more time on, which is a Vietnamese child, which is just a piece of beauty. A larger painting, about 42 inches by 30. I think the look on the child's face, a child is very intent on whatever's going on, doesn't know about the complexities of things, but is still very concerned about whatever's happening in that moment, and that's what was happening in this moment. It's just a child looking away, and it's very beautiful. I don't know why I love to paint people more than, say, still lifes or landscapes, although I admire all of it. And I do some of each. Just to have that face and this design through here is, of course, very beautiful. But there's still, behind all this slickness and sort of, in a sense, superficiality, there's a beautiful being with a beautiful mind and a person who hurts and yearns for a better life, like all of us. You're painting more than what's on the surface. That's challenge enough to paint what's on the surface, because the surface is what you see, and paint is surface stuff. But there's a life behind there. There's an emotion, there's something going on, there's history, there's hope. And I don't know, I'm just more intrigued with it. Faces particularly. Sure, whole bodies and groups of people, I do that and like to do it. But somehow the landscape of a face is what tells more about humankind, or that person, about all of us, than anything else, and that intrigues me.